Who are you and why are you running?
Well, my name is Ike Jackson, and I'm from a little African-American village called Seamobile. If you know anything about Seamobile, you might think, well, that's a really good reason for running, to be honest with you. It's one of those little communities in the river region that has really been long overlooked. You understand the river region provides about 35%, I'm told, of the wealth to the state's economy. But people from the river parishes region have long been overlooked. The concerns have long been overlooked by this administration, by our Attorney General. And it's been a number of years since the incumbent has known that unless some things were done better, then he would likely be facing me as a challenger. Now, there are other candidates in the race too, and they're pretty good people by and large. But I think I'm the best man for the job, and I'll be explaining that in due course. But getting back to it, I believe that my life experiences have just put me in the position to be able to come to believe that it's God's will that I do this. Because when it came to me, when he told me to do it, I told the Democratic Party then, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but me and my family are not going to stand for what's been happening in this administration and in this state over the last number of years. And if push came to shove, I would put up the same amount of money that a young school teacher from LaSalle Parish named Tara Hollis put up a few years ago when she challenged. In fact, she was the only Democrat in this state brave enough to challenge Pioche Bobby Jindal. And truth be told, I believe 90% of Louisiana know in their heart of hearts, whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, it doesn't even matter. You know in your heart of hearts that we should have given her a chance and sent that man packing after his first 4 years. We'd be better off. And if I don't win this office for Attorney General, I believe that years from now, we'll be saying the same thing. Just like we didn't give Tara Hollis a chance, we didn't give Ike Jackson a chance, and we should. That's why I'm running. Now, a lot of people may ask, how can I possibly think I can do that when I didn't get the endorsement of the Democratic Party, when the incumbent has been for years siphoning off the votes that ordinarily might come to me? And when now we have another good guy named Jeff Landry in the race, another good guy named Mark Maley in the race. I want everybody to just follow me on my website. And every day I'll be answering some of these questions. I've been saying for the longest, what I'm gonna do is keep my powder dry. Now that I don't have the backing, the official backing anyway, of members of my own party who's made so many mistakes. And I understand why they made some of them. I really do. It's the way it is in this state, okay? You didn't follow my advice on the Landry campaign, and you see what happened. And you know I gave the good advice. I told you that if you don't get a panel of doctors out there, doctors who people trust to say, forget all of this, politics aside, I care about my patients. And I know in my heart of hearts that this is custom made for a state like Louisiana. Look how many people might be alive right now. You can keep making those kind of mistakes, Democrats. You can keep making those kind of mistakes, Republicans. You can keep making those kind of mistakes, the Tigers for gender. But I'm offering you an opportunity. And again, at this point in time, I'm really trying to remain standalone. Standalone, okay? Now, when I come up with my website, and guess when I'm gonna come up with it? I will likely come up with it after the 30-day report is due. Because I want to show up until then, it's been me and my family. But let me tell you something. Again, I'm from Seamobile. And one thing about people from Seamobile, when it's time to come together, we come together. Now we're getting ready to come together. And Seamobile is gonna spread out into Plaquemine, because guess what? Plaquemine has been messed over too. And Plaquemine's gonna spread out to all over Iberville Parish. And I promise you, I will get Iberville Parish. And Iberville Parish is going to reach out to the rest of the River Region parishes. And we're going to come together because I know in my heart of hearts that our region has been overlooked for way too long. And I'm the only candidate in a position to do something about it. Now, I want to say this. How's my family going to come together? Okay? I'm going to get my nephew Nate, who's starting up his own company, to do my first video. Okay? That video, I believe in my heart of hearts, it's going to take off. Okay? He's promised me he's going to do that. He promised me that 3 or 4 months ago. I'm holding to his word. I'm going to get my daughter Sherilyn Jackson Niles to help me and be my campaign manager. She has 5 children. She's one of the best attorneys in this state. She knows people all over. In her heart of hearts, the people that know her and her believe in me. I'm going to get my family, a fractured family in so many ways, to come together. Guess what? They're coming together right now. They're coming together right now for my mother. My mother, my dear mother, who is right now facing what General Care has left us in Louisiana. Thank God we finally have a hospital in Plaquemine. Thank you, Mitch, for holding on to that, getting it back for us. But keep in mind, she's from a region where they just don't care. They just don't care. Years ago, when Bobby Jindal used to head our Health and Human Resources Department, we had much, much, much better care for elderly and senior citizens in our community than we do right now. Not only that, many of my family and friends worked and lived in communities that were regulated by him. He headed DHH. When they took water samples, and then 4 years later we found out that a whole community of people had been drinking polluted water. Whatever happened to that situation? Where was the Attorney General's office? Where was Bobby Jindal when he did this happen? What has ever been done about it? Nothing. These are the kind of things that an Attorney General can and should look at. These are the kind of things that you won't be able to get away with in the Ike Jackson administration. It's just one of the few examples. Follow my website, and I'm going to explain something every day. Follow my website. Follow my website. It's the only stone I got, but when God gave David the command to go after Goliath, he had to get as close as he can, and he had to be ready. Nobody believed that it would happen. But David had to be strong enough and brave enough. And he knew that he had to get close to Goliath to be able to slay him. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. Again, I told you, follow me on my website, and y'all make y'all decision as to how you're going to vote. Every day I'm going to try to place something on it that you can follow. I don't have the time to be spending money that I don't have. But this is the electronic age. I'm asking my friends in my community to spread the word. There is nobody in this race that has the experience that Ike Jackson had, even at the Attorney General's office. When I was at the Attorney General's office, I ran the best shop that they had. And fortunately for Buddy Caldwell, when he came to the office, he kept in place the same people that were there. And they still continue to do a good job. But they did it because they worked with me when I was General Counsel at the Department of Natural Resources. But at the top, Mr. Caldwell is the one who made the mistakes. Mr. Caldwell is the one who let the levee board suit get out of control. And I'm just going to tell you a lot of stuff is going to come out during this campaign that will show that all of that would not have happened had he just followed the advice that I'd given him. There are things like that that's going to come out in this campaign, and that's why I know that despite not getting the endorsement of the Democratic Party, at least the Republicans in this state know that Ike Jackson is the one that can beat him. Are y'all going to be with me? Thank you.